Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Journey with Jazz. If you are new here, we bought a 10-acre property with the goal of building a family compound. So right now we are in the process, probably the most important part, which is selling our current home. We live in a 5-bedroom, 28 square foot home in Chesapeake, Virginia. Love my house, y'all. So this journey has been very bittersweet, right? Because we have a vision. We know what the Lord has told us and what he's bringing us into, the land that he's given us, but we love where we are. We love where we are. We love our home. We love our community, our neighborhood. So it's a big jump just to envision us being somewhere else. But we continue to move. Y'all, I think another part of this is I didn't anticipate how much work this was gonna be. You know, I was just ready to sit on somebody's farm, feed a little goat, and call it a day. But when I say selling your home, for those of you who have been through this process or you are looking to sell your home, just know it's not for the weak, okay? You have to stage your home as if it's spanking new while you're living in it. If you have little ones, if you have dogs, if you are just a normal human being who wants to live your best life, you cannot do that while you're trying to sell your house. And you know the thing that I think is hilarious? I joke with my husband about this. I have been begging him to power wash the house for a year, y'all. And it's always some excuse. He gonna get to it later. When we were getting ready to put this house on the market, every single request that I made to my husband in the last year, all of a sudden he got the money to go do it. He got the time. He got the motivation. The beautiful thing that I love about this process is the way that we see God's hand in a new way. For those of you who are new here, we did a vision board at the end of last year. Our theme scripture for our vision board is 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8. And it goes something like, God is able to make all grace abound towards you so that you in all things have all sufficiency, that you're able to abound in every good work. That means that God has given us everything that we need to do what he called us to do. We won't lack anything. We won't run out. He's going to give us what we need to do the thing that he told us to do. We have been walking through that. Now, we knew that we would have that. We stand on that scripture. We are big on confessing the word over our lives, and we do that daily. We just didn't know how God was going to do that. So one way that I see God has done that in our lives during this process of selling our house is all the ways, all the little things that we got to do around here. Like I said, we had to power wash the house. We had to do all the deep cleaning. We replaced the water heater. We had to caulk some areas near the kitchen. Just a lot of handyman things. Usually I would be somewhere posting on Facebook, hey, does anybody know anybody that can do these things? I'll be on Amazon buying up all these things, trying to find a quick fix to resolve these issues, because that's how I've been used to moving. If I had something that I needed, I would just spend some money and pay for it, right? But we're in a season right now where I'm just gonna call it a financial pinch. And those of you who have ever gone through the home buying process know what I mean, where you're trying to save every dime. You can't do a lot of spending. You definitely cannot be borrowing money while you are being approved for a new home. So we have to get creative, and we can't just, with the flick of the wrist, pay for anything and anybody to do all these favors and all these side jobs for us like we normally would. And so my husband, I'll see him, the thing that we talked about, hiring somebody or trying to find somebody to do something, I'll see him out there doing it himself. I'm like, when did you order this power washer? When did you order these tools? I don't know when he did it and where he got it. He just had set in his mind, no, I can do this. The word says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I can be content in whatever circumstance. You're looking at your hands. You're looking at what's in your house. You're thinking about what your skill set is. You're using what you got to get the job done. I've watched my husband walk this word out during this process. He's using what he has to get the job done. It's such a sweet feeling to know that, wait a minute, like I don't have to go and spend more money. I have enough. I know enough, I can do this. And I'm connected to people who can show me how to do this. A great example, I call him our church uncle, right? So our church uncle comes over and helps us install the water heater. We were gonna pay about $1,000 to get this big company to come and replace it when he helped us. And of course we tipped him. But the beautiful thing is that he's been talking to us about a water heater, making sure we had a good running water heater for months before I even knew it would be relevant. So of course, when we knew we needed to replace ours, we thought of him first, and God provided for him to come and replace our water heater. We got a new next door neighbor. So her and her husband are just now moving into our neighborhood where we currently are. And her dad is in town visiting her, trying to help her with stuff that she needs around the house. I come home from taking the kids for a walk and I see Dre talking to some stranger, right? And chopping it up with him. And before I know it, this man is in our house helping us do some handyman work in the part of our house where our dogs were that was chewed up. And he's fixing it. And he told Dre, no, I don't need no money. He said, thank you for giving me the information about the fence. So now he can get a fence for his daughter's home. And because of that, he didn't want us to pay him. That's what I'm saying. All grace is abounding towards us. And another thing, you reap what you sow. So Dre was sowing information by telling him about the fence, something that didn't benefit him at all. And because of that, the very next day, he reaped what he needed. So the man was able to meet his need by coming and fixing our little area our kennel area where our dogs are. So all grace is abounding towards us, and God is showing us, number one, to use what we have, right? We don't have to go and get and go and do and go spend all this money, but we know enough and we have enough. Use who we have. We have a network of people with different skill set and trades, and they are willing and able to come and help us to fulfill the vision that God has given us. And it's because we've sown into their lives, or they know that we're walking out the plans that God has given us, or they know that they're sowing into good ground. Whatever the reason may be, God is using them to fund what he's doing in our life.